In this section, we're going to begin talking about polynomials, and we'll talk specifically in this section about addition and subtraction. Let's talk about what polynomials are first. A monomial is a single term which involves looking like this if you are in just one variable. There could be other variables to other powers here if there was more than one variable, and we'll look at problems where they often are. What happens is this n, the exponent, must be a whole number, and k, the coefficient in front of the variable, must be a real number. If neither one of those things happen, or one of those two things is not satisfied, then it's not a polynomial. Let's look at some things that are not polynomial and show you what I mean. For instance, if we have the square root of x, that's not a polynomial because we could convert it to an exponent of 1/2, and that would follow up that rule right there, that the exponent has to be a whole number. So we could also have 1 over x. That's not a polynomial either, because it could also be rewritten as x to the -1 power using some properties of exponents, and that would also violate this particular problem. Okay? So we see that there are some things that polynomials cannot be, and we will avoid talking about these sorts of things as we go about our business and talking about operations with polynomials. Another thing that comes up here is a discussion of the degree of a polynomial. The degree of a polynomial is either the exponent of the variable or the sum of the exponents. So if you have a monomial of x to the 3rd power, we'd say it has degree 3. If you had x squared y cubed, this is a monomial, and it has 2 variables, and its degree is 2 plus 3, or 5. So while this is degree 3, this is degree 5. So you can tell degree by adding the exponents, but only of the variables in a single term. Now, moving from monomials, we have the discussion is about polynomials, which means many. So if you start adding and subtracting monomials together, you end up with polynomials. If there are 2 terms, then you have a binomial. And if you have 3 terms, you have a trinomial. Now, in the context of our problems, we'll discuss and use these terms, binomial, trinomial, polynomial, monomial, and degree, in the context of our problems as we go. So you should familiarize yourself with this vocabulary.